Hey guys, Angry Joe here, and I will be reviewing Injustice, the DC animated movie. I'd like to do a lot more of the DC animated movies and reviewing them because they are some of the best films from DC that you can get. The DC animation has always been top quality. However, this is a story that you know yours truly has issues with. Injustice, evil Superman, not by proxy, but by choice, right? So, I'm going to get into this review in just 1 second. I want to thank our exciting new sponsors, though, which applies very much to this Dolby. Check out a word from our sponsors.
That's crazy. I'll tell you this, that's the best I've ever heard that song. Like, I felt it over here, I felt it up here, I felt it up at the top. One thing for me in life is I like to create experiences. You know, Dolby Atmos creates an immersive experience where the listener feels like they're literally at the center of the song. It's game changing, and I'm excited for people to hear it.
So I managed to watch this on my theater, big screen. The sound, this is the way it is meant to be played. It really gives a lot more epicness to the film. Okay, so DC animation, Injustice. Superman is evil, makes a decision to be evil because of a horrifying thing that Joker does to him. If you don't know, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but Joker tricks the Superman into doing the unthinkable. And then this sort of unravels into a regime of Superman who he decides, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. Everybody stop using nukes. Everybody stop using guns. If there's any crime, I'm going to kick your ass myself. And obviously it's intriguing, right? When you do that with Superman, I must admit, and this is based on a comic book series by Tom Taylor, and obviously done extremely well in the Injustice games from NetherRealm. So we've seen this story before, and unfortunately, we've seen the story done much better than the DC animated adaptation. Now, aside from my personal problems with the Superman in this film, he's voiced by Justin Hartley, who was, if you'll remember, he was Oliver Queen from the Oliver Queen. I'm sorry, from Smallville, and Batman is Anson Mount in this. They both do good job, but they're not the original voices that I know and love, but they do a good enough job. But Superman is not Superman in this. Even worse, because this adaptation takes some liberties with the story in the second half in order to cram a 6-year story, the Injustice Year 1, Injustice Year 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of it gets crammed into a single, film that's like, how long is this? 78 minutes. It just doesn't work at 78 minutes. There's no time to set up the characters properly, to give the motivation to the characters. I'd say the first 45 minutes is when it's working at its best. Its first 30 minutes, Superman is given reason to go evil. And then you have sort of DC's version of Civil War from Marvel, right? Where the heroes then have to take sides. Yes, I agree, especially Damian, Batman's son is like, yes, finally. I love that part in this film where, Superman is like destroying, stuff in military and tanks and stuff, and these petty squabbles between nations, and Damian's all about it. So yeah, but unfortunately, because they have to rush it, this really should have been a two-film series like they've done with Batman's in the past, but they crammed it all into one, and that hurt it. So the characters needed more time to be fleshed out for their decisions. They make some tweaks here and there that actually make some of the plot points worse. What some of the characters do in the film. Now they still have Harley. Harley is a big part of this one. And she basically is comedy relief in it, and she does a great job. I must say, the Harley character was awesome. She teams up with, again, Arrow in order to, provide the comedy relief. Um, and Harley had a big role in the comic books as well, getting her own army and stuff like that. But here she's just kind of relegated to comedy relief. They do, however, have an alternate ending. It's different than it was in the video games. It's different than it was in the comics. And that part made me happy because I don't want to spoil it. But what do you think would make me happy? How do you stop an evil Superman? Who would you get to stop an evil Superman? Yeah? Okay, you got it right. So that part of it was awesome, and they play a little bit around with multiple realities. Mr. Terrific, if you like that character, has a much bigger and expanded role in this particular one. Unfortunately, so much is missing that makes Injustice compelling and interesting. The Superman regime, the evilness and the oppressiveness, it's not there because this seems to take place over a few weeks. It just happens all too soon and quickly. In fact, this film is more like all the stuff before Injustice actually gets going and gets started in the video games. It's kind of all over before it really begins. And that's this film's major problem, is that the ending, boom, it just happens. And then the credits smash and you're like, wait, what? Are you serious? That's it? The ending, it's so abrupt. It's so, where it's like, damn, you were just getting going. Other than the interesting premise of, Superman going evil and taking control. So I would basically, say that it is interesting. The animation is good. I really like the animation. If you like bloody and goreness, people die in this, as they do in Injustice, so that's there. The action's there. The animation style, it's a little bit too angular. There's angle, like there. You can even see an angle on Joker's face, but his smile is so long that it doesn't make any sense that the smile is over the angle. Just look at Joker's face in this, and you can see what I'm talking about. It's weird looking. But other than that, the animation is fine, and the voice acting is fine. It's just that they weren't given enough time to actually really, really get into it. And the most memorable scenes are actually the ones that stick closest to Tom Taylor's story and the Injustice video games. They mix elements of that, and that's when it's at its best. But unfortunately, no Shazam in this. That was one of the most shocking parts. I love Shazam, and if you know the way Shazam dies in the video game Injustice, that's not here. And so it is missing even some of that hard edge stuff that we've seen. So it just doesn't do as good of a job as the video games nor the comic series. But if you want to watch it in an evening, you've got that option in this. So I'm going to go with a final verdict for Injustice. I would say, and I mean, like I said, the DC animation is always strong, and this one is a good one, but it's not one that you need to run out and buy. I'm between a 5 and a 6. It's average because it takes so many liberties with the story, and it just crams it all into one when it really needed a two-parter. Should I give it some tough love? I think my my personal history would just Superman wouldn't do that. And then there's another moment in this film where Superman goes to a club where there's like kids dressed as Joker clubbing, and he's evil Superman, and something goes down, and it just feels unearned. And I was like, what the fuck? That's not Superman. So 5 out of 10. I know for this particular version, it's a 5 out of 10. It's an average film. It needed 2 of them. Now, if you really, now you're saying, okay, well, maybe I don't need to buy this one. This was like $20 right now. I'll give you a suggestion of a DC animation film that's, series that's coming out right now around the same time this is. Boom, right here. Don't buy this, buy this. For a few dollars more, I think this one is like $50 and this one is $30, but for a few dollars more, you essentially get 6 discs in this bad boy, and it is the entire complete Superman animated series. If you know Bruce Timm and the Batman series, fucking legendary, amazing. Probably even a little bit better than the Superman series, I must admit. But the Superman series done extremely well, all compiled here. It's got everything for you. It's even got some commentaries on episodes, which is really, really cool because it reveals some stuff that I didn't know about. And then some different featurettes, 5 featurettes. So, if you're looking to get some DC animated content, skip Injustice, I think, until you really need to or it goes on sale, and instead get the Superman Complete Animated Series. This right here, this is a 10 out of 10. All right, guys. So that's my quick DC animated vlog review. If you'd like to see more of these for DC animated films, or maybe we could review the Scorpion films, Mortal Kombat films, just let me know. What would you like me to review next in these little vlog forms? Okay. So thank you to you guys for watching. Thank you to Dolby for partnering up with us. Remember, watch these with Dolby technology. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe show. Bye, guys. Oops, I forgot to do a spoiler section. Let me know if you want a spoiler section for these. They're supposed to be quicker vlog reviews, but let me know what kind of style you want. So anyways, let's do a quick spoiler section for this. Obviously, Lois gets pregnant. So what I didn't want to tell you is Lois gets pregnant. Joker uses the gas from Scarecrow, kills Scarecrow, by the way, and takes his gas and uses it to trick Superman into thinking that Doomsday is back. So he grabs Doomsday, smashes him through the submarine that he's in. That probably would have killed Lois right there. But then they go into space, and then he realizes that it's Lois, and then she has a bomb in her, and it blows up, and then it blows up a bomb in the Metropolis, thus vaporizing, the Daily Planet and all our sub-characters and things like that. So that's kind of how the thing starts. Flash dies like it dies in the other Justices to a Joker trap. I always felt like he went out like a bitch. It feels wrong. Even though he's under the influence of the toxin gas, I think he could have just dodged it. He's so fast. I don't know. It just sucks. If you're a Flash fan, you're going to be upset. And it's just. But part of me does say, looking at the whole story, it's like, look at how easily Joker tricks Superman and how easy it is to destroy an entire city with a bomb in an instant, where the heroes don't even have time to go searching for it or anything. And honestly, that's kind of more realistic. If you want to do like a Zack Snyder stuff like that, it happens, right? But in the animations, they write it to where, oh no, we do an investigation. Where's the bomb? That. No, Joker's like, fuck this. We're just going boom. Yeah, everything is blown. Easy mode, basically. He doesn't want to play with Superman. He only likes playing with Batman, so he just goes to where you don't even have a chance. I thought that was pretty cool. In the original source material, and it's done here again. Please don't do here's a great line. I wrote a bunch of notes. Please don't do something you'll regret for the rest of your life. Green Lantern tells Superman, I think it's Green Lantern, and Superman goes, I already have. That was just a great line, just kind of showing you that Superman's gone. He's already too far after killing Lois himself by his own hand and having her blood on his hands. So I have to admit, good story, clever, interesting. Unfortunately, this adaptation is not quite as strong as the comic books or the games. So, and again, Superman has to not even be Superman for it to work. Anyways, getting past that. It's just sort of annoying to me, the Injustice story, that, of course, Batman's the hero again. Yes, Wonder Woman and Superman have to basically turn their backs on everything they fucking believe and stand for in order to make it work. And Batman is the hero above all heroes yet again. I hate that part. Anyways, some more spoilers. Green Lanterns, for no fucking reason in this film, they get called back. They get called back to Oa. I know the source material, but still, it doesn't make any sense to me that they would just, oh, no, we're leaving. It's just a clever way to get them out of the fucking story. I hated it. The magic users quit. Shazam, instead of being fucking brutalized by Superman, which I talked about before with the lasers through his fucking eyes, that doesn't happen in this one. Shazam's like, nah, I'm outie 5000. And by the way, all the magic community believes in me. We will have no part in this. Even it's like, what? No, you will fight. What are you talking about? You wouldn't just let this go down. And then Atlantis, Aquaman quits. He's like, nah, I don't want to be on the Superman team. It's just nah. It was really because they had to rush certain things. They're just like, fuck it, we'll just take some of these characters out. And then so Mirror Master captures, Superman's father to continue to manipulate him. So that was done cool and well. And in this one, Nightwing is killed by Robin. And well, that's also there. But here he turns into Deadwing, which it's been a while since I've read the comics. I know that didn't happen in Injustice, but Deadwing, it's not Dead Man is now Nightwing, or Nightwing is now Dead Man, but he's Deadwing with Ramna Chucha, like I guess kind of it was like this Indian god imagery. So I'm like, wait a minute, what am I looking at here? Do all DC characters when they die, the actual one true god is the Indian version of the gods? Is it, or is God a part of this or something? But no, it's like kind of that lore surrounding Dead Man, and so she gives him the Dead Man powers, and then he's able to kind of play a little bit, factor in a little bit in the story by possessing people's bodies and helping out the heroes against the Superman regime. Not quite as fleshed out again because you only have 73 minutes to get it all done. Yeah. So, anyways, what else? Oh, at one point, the insurgency managed to come up with a plan to stop Superman. They put Adam inside Superman's head with a kryptonite shard. I know that was obviously, it's cool. It's been done, and we've seen some of that stuff kind of in Marvel, what people suggest against Thanos. Thanos is how I say it. But so Ra's al Ghul factors in here, and he helps Superman via Damian, because Damian believes in this evil Superman and what he's doing. So he brings in some gas, and the gas, doesn't kill Superman, but it's radiated gas, and it kills the atom in his body. Just like fucking falls apart and it becomes decrepit and it turns to ash. It's gross. It's cool. But then I said, well, wait a minute. He was holding the kryptonite shard. He would have dropped the kryptonite shard, which is still in Superman's brain somewhere. I guess they forgot about it, and Superman would be weakened the whole time. But no, the shard is just lost somewhere in Superman's brain. And then I said, fuck this movie. Because Superman goes into a club and kills a bunch of kids, with his laser vision, who are just clubbing, and they're wearing some Joker makeup. And he's like, you dare, wear Joker makeup or something, or celebrate his. And I get it. He would have character motivation to do it. But here, it doesn't feel earned. It feels earned if it was done, say, it built up to a little bit more, and it's just it just goes, and that shocks even Wonder Woman at that point, and she kind of gets a little bit well, I'm not on your side anymore, at least in the final battle. And then Elastic Man, I think, Elongated Man, Elastic Man breaks out. Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic has the technology, or Mr. Is it terrible? The guys that got the floating T orbs. I forget his name all the time. And then Amazo. They managed to put Amazo in here. He's like he's going to help enforce the rules, but he starts killing people who are littering and stuff like that. And so at this point, it just gets ridiculous because it's just going through the beats too fast, and you don't get time to enjoy all this stuff like a battle with Amazo, right? You do get an Amazo fight with all the heroes. But again, it's rushed. And then finally, what I was alluding to before, Superman comes up to defeat Superman. So what we do is they create a portal to another multiverse. They bring in Superman Earth 9 to fight Superman Earth 1, who is Earth 22, to Superman's 9's, who thinks he's Earth 1. And so then they fight. And he's in the classic suit versus this guy, evil guy, in the Injustice suit. So that was cool. I like that. and that is a little bit cool, cool way to end the series rather than just putting him in a Red Sun thing. Though in this film, no, it kind of ends that same way. Batman's like, "All right, you're under arrest." He's like, "I know, I'll go willingly myself." And Batman's like, "Yeah, we'll just take you out when we need to have you punch an alien or something." And he's like, "All right." Because actually it's not just Superman, because actually the evil Superman defeats the good Superman, right? But the way they stop the whole thing is Lois then comes out of the portal, and she's pregnant, and she convinces him, an alternate universe version of Lois convinces him to just stop. And then Batman sees their relationship, and all of a sudden he wants some booty, so he kisses Selena. So, and then it just ends, and it's not good. It just ends right there, and you're like, what the fuck? No Shazam kill, no time to flesh out the characters, and unfortunately, there were good moments in there, like when Joker just straight up shoots Jimmy. When he first captures Lois for his plans, he's like, "Oh no, I got Jimmy on my shoe." It's good moments in here from time to time. The battles were cool. It was cool to see an animated version of some of these character deaths, but we've seen it actually done better in the Injustice video game. Those character deaths, but a little more blood here. But even these sometimes cut away. So mixed at best. Anyway, that's the spoiler section. Let me know what you enjoyed or hated or liked, because it does do some variations on the story in this particular one if you've seen it. All right? Thank you so much. And again, grab this one. Okay? Please do me a favor. Grab that one. Okay. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.